At Cairo's International Book Fair, the Minister of Culture and the Minister of Information and Communication Technology signed a protocol stating that both ministries will be cooperating to launch a project that aims to use technology to document and save Egypt's cultural history, which includes plays, lectures, music, films, and writings.
يسعدنا ان احنا بنوقع البروتوكول ما بين وزارة الاتصالات وتكنولوجيا المعلومات.
We are happy to be signing this protocol between the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology and the Ministry of Culture. This protocol achieves a lot more than the actual value that is being invested in it because it protects Egypt's cultural identity, and at the same time it helps us to reach every citizen around the country to have access and see cultural activities that we're very proud of and the culture that has been created over the years. Therefore, through this protocol, this rich culture that we have, from art to poetry to everything, can be collected in what we call the Creative Innovation Center, where we'll be able to take all these activities and place it in this center so it can reach all the villages, towns, and rural areas in Egypt, and everyone can see these cultural events live through streaming, etc.
اللي موجودة ومتاحة جوه وزارة الثقافة، ازاي انا اقدر اخدها واحطها النهارده في هذا المركز التخيلي بحيث ابعته لربوع مصر المختلفة.
Our dream is to expand this project because it will also increase the use of the Arabic language online, and we'll be providing this service for free, not only to Egyptians but to the whole world, because what makes us stand out anywhere is our culture, which created a political, humanitarian place for us in the world. Both ministers stated that the project is set to be launched about 3 years from now at a budget of £100 million. So far, they've collected the necessary human resources for this project that aims to keep Egypt's cultural history alive through the power of technology.
our camera is always following the latest cultural events that are taking place here in Egypt. If you want to know the full details about these events, so stay tuned.
The Minister of Culture, Dr. Mohammed Sabir Arab, takes a tour at the Adam Haney Museum, known for its beautifully created sculptures and paintings.
الأستاذ آدم واحد من الفنانين مش المصريين فقط وإنما هو من الفنانين العالميين.
Mr. Adam is not only an Egyptian artist, but also an international one. He has done work related to the Egyptian cultural and historic roots. Mr. Adam represents the Egyptian culture, especially in his use of stones in his sculptures. He always keeps his works, and as you see, his work is beautiful and unique. And because he keeps them, he manages to have such a unique collection that creates an open museum for people to visit. The Adam Haney Museum showcases hundreds of paintings and sculptures, and still the great artist Adam Haney has many more works that he keeps at his warehouse.
أنا دلوقتي عندي أعمال مثلا بتاعت 60 سنة شغل. أعمال من سنة.
I have work that goes back to 60 years. The museum did not take half of my work. I have the other half in a warehouse, so now I've done a collection and chose to put some of my works here. It's an important experience because I have not sold many of my works, so there should be a museum for that.
عملت مجموعة واختيار من الأعمال كلها.
Despite the fact that the Egyptian political scene have affected all fields of the society, such visitings will shed light on Egypt's finest artwork and therefore encourage young Egyptian artists to do the same.
The importance of this museum that it's unique in its style. It's on 3,000 square meters. It's the whole life of Adam Haney as an artist, and I think it's unique also because his experimental work is very unique. He's a big master. He's a big sculptor, and I think for the future of the arts in Egypt, it's very important for the future generation, for the young artists, for the public. And the importance also of the timing now. You know, we've been 3 years revolutions and things. I think it will give a push to the art scene. It will give hope to people to do maybe the same kind of events or have them do something on the art scene, have it move, have it go forward instead of be stagnant as it's been for 3 years. We'll have workshops running for young artists, sculpture in general. We'll have also workshop for kids, for little kids. We'll have also exhibition for sculptures and paintings. Lots of events in order to activate the place, because the problem of El Haraniya, which is far from Cairo, not very far, but it's not in the center of Cairo. We need to attract people. We need to have a museum that lives. We don't want the place to die, as lots of museums in the country and in other countries, because it just stays as it is. It doesn't move. So the idea is just to have activities in order to, it's actually, the museum is not only a museum, it's part of a foundation that will do all these activities in order to move the art world, to do positive things for for the young sculptors, and develop mainly so anything that goes in this, let's say, in this goal, the foundation will work on it, as doing exhibition, as I said before, workshops. We'll have also events like musical events, poetry events. It won't just be restricted to visual arts or sculpture. We will try to open to the whole arts, let's say, and also it will depend on what proposal, what will happen in the future, and whoever will propose us to do something, and if it fits in our objectives, we'll do it with pleasure.
Having such museums with such great work is a national wealth and an added value to the Egyptian art scene.
By this, we come to the end of this edition of Culture Magazine. Thank you for watching, and wait for us next week with more culture events.